We're good. So, hello everyone at INN. We're here with Chris Roberts.
Very nice to meet you guys, and welcome. You guys did great coverage on Star Citizen,
So I first have to ask, you have heard of INN?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Has anyone else here heard of INN?
Yeah.
Woo! Okay, that's too cool. So before we get into the interview, I know you've got tons of accolades and over the course of your career. We at INN decided that before we saw any of this, that Gamescom was the best thing of the year that we've seen. So we actually developed a new award for CIG. This is the 2015 INN Game Award. You done good.
All right. I'm happy to be done good.
You guys have done good. This is the first annual award, and you've won it.
All right. I hope to win it many more years to come.
I hope you do too. So, can you tell us a little bit about what went into all that we just saw? Because it was phenomenal.
Well, I mean, it's a lot. I mean, so you sort of, what we showed at Gamescom was like the first stage, and you just show the progression because we were always going to build out on this huge map. And so a lot of what you saw is actually being done by the team here. And we didn't even show most of it. So there's a whole bunch of missions, there's a lot more locations, and it's just going to be a big sandbox for people to play. And then obviously the Squadron 42 stuff we've been working on really hard for a while. I mean, that's what originally Foundry 42 was just focusing on.
Right.
So we still got a lot of finesse and stuff to do, but we wanted to sort of show kind of because that's the thing, is like the sense of being in the space and the attention to detail and something being alive is the goal. So, I mean, what I showed now, I guarantee you when we're like Squadron 42 is ready to go in people's hands, it will be a whole nother level beyond it. But it's great. We're populating it with really great actors, and it is the next generation Wing Commander. If I was went and did Wing Commander and someone said, spend whatever you want. So that's what we're going to have here. I mean, I couldn't do, if I did this at EA wouldn't give me the money to do this. So it's going to be great.
I'm really glad you guys decided to go Kickstarter route and let all of these people in. I mean, how has it changed how you've developed the game from what you did before with the massive?
Well, it's a little hard because it's a little more open. So I like things to look really great. So sometimes it's hard when I'm like, oh, the lip's out of sync here, the hair's wrong here, But I think doing it like this is, for me, looking back on it, it doesn't matter if someone said, oh, here's a whole bunch of money, go off and do it. There's something about like building and sharing with people and people seeing it and seeing the journey,
right,
and the enthusiasm and the energy you get from that you just don't get in traditional development. So, I mean, traditional development can be really hard because you work really hard, you don't show anything for years and years and years, and then you sort of like hope that people like it when you show it. And, sometimes if you do good stuff, they do. But like most of the, big games, no one sees for 5 or 6 years, and then you show it. And so I actually quite like the iterative process because, Squadron 42 is a little different because on that one, we don't want to ruin the surprise. But the rest of it, having people play it, give feedback, makes a massive difference. I mean, there's definitely things we change in how the game plays based on people's feedback that you don't even get if you have even a big QA department, because the QA department still, there's only so many of them and they play it a lot of times, so they have their own opinions. Yeah. Whereas if you have thousands or hundreds of thousands of people telling you,
you've got the biggest QA department of any game
it's
ever.
Brilliant. No, I love it. So.
We could ask you any number of questions, but you've got a bit of a line here, so I'm going to end with one more question of CIG. Everyone involved in CIG does so much for all of us. What can we do for you?
Well, you guys have already done more than, being where we are right now. I mean, you guys always, honestly, every day I'm quite thankful. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I think there's a very small number of people that don't like us. It's mainly because they wished they had that level of support. So I've never made anything in my life that I've had the level of support. It doesn't matter whether I was at EA, at Microsoft, even when I was back at Origin. It doesn't matter. There's in terms of like support and belief, I've never experienced the same level of support and belief that I've got from the community here. And for me, every day, like, yeah, sure, it's hard to, get all this stuff done, and there's a lot of stuff to get done, but it's much easier doing it knowing that you've got like this huge community that's like totally behind you. And I know it's the truth for all the people working on the game. I mean, I have so many people that work on this game that says, we have to make this the best game possible because we are not going to let the community down. They've given us their faith, they've believed us. And so there's just a symbiotic relationship that goes on there. So you don't have to do anything more, you've already done it. And, thank you very, very, very much.
Well, we're going to continue trying to do more. So thank you for taking a few minutes of us. Sorry to everyone for
You're welcome.